Shalom, shalom. Okay, before we get started, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to my old apostles, Great Millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the Archman Great Millstone, pushing this truth throughout the four corners in these last days. Shalom. And shalom to the hopeful elect that's pushing this truth in these last days, seconds in time, throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, shalom. Okay, and this is going to be a quick sit down. Just going into that word examine. All right. Got a couple of precepts on that word examine. Okay, and we're going to start off with this one. All right, this Psalms 26:1. It say, a Psalm of David. Judge me, O Yahweh, Ba'Shem Shah, for I have walked in mine integrity. And before we get that word examine, let's get that word integrity. Okay. Okay, this is the word integrity. I'm gonna let it play out so you can hear it. All right. I don't know. Let me play it again because it was low. All right. Well, you heard it. Hopefully, it played loud on the video. All right. This is the word integrity. It says integrity, completeness. All right, and we got to be blameless. You know, we got to be blameless for Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah. We got to be without spot and blemish. You know, be as perfect as we can in these last days. Okay, because you got Esau, the devil, coming down with great wrath. You know, in these next upcoming days, Esau got something very diabolical planned. You know, that he's going to bring forth. All right, and he has his eyes set privately on the poor, which that poor is the elect. Okay, the ones that's keeping the commandments, that, you know, return back to Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah with fear and trembling. Okay, so it says, and you got 2/3 of our people. They're watching for our downfall. Okay, they're waiting on our downfall, and they're gonna help Esau come for us. Okay, the insurrection on the men of the Lord, you know, that's Esau and 2/3 the ungodly of our people, of our nation. Okay, because they hate this truth, they hate the name of the Lord, and they hate what we stand for. Okay, so it says integrity, completeness, fullness, innocence. So we gotta remain innocent. Simplicity, integrity. It says Strong's definition, perfection, uprightness. All right, and that's what we gotta have in these last days, seconds of time. All right, it says, I have trusted also in the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, therefore I shall not slide. Okay, and it says, examine me, O Lord, and prove me, try my reins and my heart. Now let's get that word examine. Okay, so it's the word examine, and it reads. Let's play it. Let it play.
Strong's H974 by hand.
Something must have got water or something in my phone because it should be way louder. All right, but the Strong's definition, the outline of biblical usage, it says to examine, try, prove. Okay, we're going to go through trials and tribulations. Okay, to examine, scrutinize, to test, to prove, try, of gold, persons, the heart, man of God. Okay, so we're going to be tried in these. We're being tried every day. Okay, that's why Ephesians 6 and 11 on down, it tells us to put on the whole armor of God, of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah. Because guess what? When you come into this truth, you're actually going to catch all types of hell. Okay, you're going to be tried every day by your family members, by your flesh, you know, every day. Okay, so, and by these demons. Okay, and the hour of temptation that's coming. Okay, So, and when that hour of temptation come, all right, then the Lord gonna separate the true men of the Lord from the fake. All right, because the true men of the Lord, they're not gonna fold under pressure. Like what they say, bend break a fold. Okay, they're gonna keep their integrity. All right, and the Lord is getting His men ready for that day. All right, it says to examine. It's like it. Let me go down. Strong's definition. It says to test, especially metals, generally and figuratively, to investigate, examine, prove, tempt, trial. All right, and that's exactly what we're gonna go through. You know, let's get the precept on that. Well, this is one of my favorites, but I'm gonna get to Sirach, the 2nd chapter one too. All right, this Acts 14:22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples. All right, and exhorting them to continue in the faith. All right, and this precept can be used for the whole elect. It says, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay, now let's get the other one. It's the 2nd chapter. This Ecclesiasticus 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Okay, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. And whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Okay, that's why it's the beauty of the scriptures, because it foretells us what all we got to go through soon as you come to this truth. All right, you know, brother's gonna give it to you just raw and uncut. You know, let you know what this truth is all about. Okay, the nastiness of the scriptures. Okay, you get the good and the bad. All right, so it says whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Okay, and it goes, you know, on and on. It's another precept that I just thought of. Bear his cross. All right. And we're going to get that word too, because Christians don't understand the scriptures. So we're going to get this word to help, you know, so it won't be a stumbling block to a person that's just not coming into the truth when they read the scriptures, you know. So this Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. So we're going to get that word. Okay, let's get that word right quick. Hate, because it was, okay, 14:26. Here we go. Let's get that word hate so you can properly understand that precept. It's up here. All right, this that word hate.
Strong's G 3404. The sale.
And we're going to get to the point. It says Strong's definition, to love less. Okay? So when you come into this truth, you learn that you got to put the Lord before everything, before your life, your own life, you know, before your parents, your girlfriend, your siblings. You got to put the Lord first. Okay? So let's read it again. It says Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife, which that means to love less, you know, it says, and basically putting them secondarily. All right, because Yahweh Shema Shah, he come first. The Lord come first. Okay, the Holy elect come first. The men of the Lord come first. All right, so it says, and children and brethren and sisters, yea, in his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Okay, and it says, for which of you intending to build a tower setteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. You know, and that's what you got to do. You got to count the cost. You got to examine yourself. You know, are you ready for this? Are you built for this? You know, and you got to know your strengths and weaknesses. You know, and constantly endure, pray and fast, that the Lord may strengthen us for the upcoming days. You know, because this is the only way out. This is the way of salvation. The straight and narrow path, returning back to the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah. Okay. Now let's go back, get these words examined. Well, get these precepts. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I might start up. Nah, we can start at 5. All right, this is the point. 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. Okay. Now this is gonna say the same thing though. Okay, we got the word examine in the Hebrew. Now we're getting it in the Greek, but it's pretty much gonna say the same thing. Okay. All right. It says examine, to try whether a thing can be done, to attempt, endeavor, to try, make trial of, test for the purpose of ascertaining his quality. Okay, or what he thinks or how he will behave himself in a good sense. Okay, so when we're being tried, when the Lord is when we're going through situations, hard times in life, you know, it's for our good. All right, and it's a precept that goes into that. Okay, it says in a bad sense, to one maliciously, craftily, to put to proof his feelings or judgments. Okay, so when the Lord bring hard times on the wicked of our people, all right, it's for their bad. Okay, but when we're going through catching hell as men of the Lord, all right, it's for our good. Okay. Let's see. It says, of God to inflict evils upon one in order to prove his character and the steadfastness of his faith. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right. That's it on that. Okay. Now let's get the precept going into the, it's in the Apocrypha. All right, I'm gonna get to the point. Okay. This well, I can read down. Wisdom of Solomon 3:1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, and their going from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. So we know that we count the cost. When we come into this truth, we count the cost. All right, we understand everything we got to go through, and we understand we're going to be blessed in the kingdom to come, beyond our imagination. It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For Yahweh Shema shall prove them, and found them worthy for himself. It's another precept. It says, as gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. All right, and in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. All right, we're going to be blessed with new bodies, immortal bodies, superpowers. Okay, they shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. Okay, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him, for grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have care for his elect. All right, and this is a good chapter to read too. All right, it's another precept I thought about. It slipped my mind. Let me see. Well, yeah, it slipped my mind. Let me see if it had any more precepts on that word examine. Okay. All right, that's it. Now let's get precept. Let's see. Let's see. It was another precept, Salaki. I'm trying to think of it. I was gonna get it after I read that, but then it slipped my mind. Let's see. Okay, this Ephesians 6. Okay, we're gonna start at 13. All right, this is Ephesians 6:13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Shema Shah, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. You know, so get your house in order. Okay, get your house in order, and make sure you got this word up in you, this truth up in you. Make sure you living what you're teaching. Okay. All right, and it says, and being watchful. We got to be watchful, watching and praying always. You know, staying tuned into the news. Okay. And it says, stand therefore. Let me read 13 again. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Shema Shah, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. All right, this word, this truth. Okay, above all, taking the shield of faith. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplications for all saints. Okay, and these, you know, this is the blueprint to the kingdom of heaven. You know. Let's get this other precept, being faithful. All right, let's see. It's Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. Now the ones that say they are Jews are the false prophets of our people and the chief house of Edom, Amalek, the Amalekites, so-called Jewish, over there in our land, okay? But the false prophets, the agents of our people that call themselves Hebrew Israelites, but really they're agents and spies, okay? And they're scattering. The Lord said, if you're not with me, you're against me, okay? So they're scattering the flock instead of feeding the Lord's sheep. The Lord said, if you love me, you shall feed my sheep. The what? The truth. All right? The whole role, these scriptures. You know, you're not going to sugarcoat anything. All right? You're not going to add or take away. You know, that's what the true men of the Lord are going to do. And it says, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, and we're going to get that word patience too. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, which that's not a literal 10 days. 10 days. It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. All right, and that second death is that lake of fire. All right, those nuclear missiles, those ICBM missiles. All right, because this via World War III, the Lord is going to cause World War III to happen and cause these superpowers of the earth to destroy each other with nuclear power. All right, because those missiles, those ICBM missiles, is also called the army of the Lord. And what that is, Joel, the 2nd chapter. So that's the army of the Lord. Okay? Now let's find this precept page. Let's see. That is good. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's it. There's so many of them. This is what I'm gonna get though. 2119. Yeah, we're gonna get all this good stuff. All right, let's read through this. We're going to get that word patience, and we're going to close up. This Luke 21:10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences. And fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. And those pestilences are man-made. You know, Esau, the so-called white man, he's bringing pestilence on the earth. Okay? But the Lord is using the white man, the devil, to bring pestilence on the earth. Okay? And the Lord is going to bring pestilence on the earth too. Like as in the days of Egypt. Okay? And it says, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. It says, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. Okay? So some of us is going to be martyrs for this truth. All right? And it says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not an hair of your head perish. And your patience possess ye your souls. Now let's get the word patience. We're going to close out. This is the word patience.
Strong's G 5281. Upon my name.
It says steadfastness, constancy, endurance. Okay? In the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and pity by even the greatest trials and sufferings. Okay? Patience. It's a patiently and steadfastly, a patient, steadfast waiting for, a patient, enduring, sustaining perseverance. All right, let's read the other one again. A. It says in the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and pity by even the greatest trials and sufferings. Okay, and we got to have that. We got to have great patience. You know. So let's go back. Okay, with that, want to end it off on in giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah by Hashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to my elder apostles, great millstone, ruling and teach well, and honors and salutations to the Akim, great millstone, pushing this truth throughout the four corners in these last days. Shalom and Abba Baba.